key high point in the world of business this week is the bi-monthly meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, holding on Monday and Tuesday. The MPC, which will look into global market conditions as well as inflationary pressures at its last meeting, raised the monetary policy rate to 14% to tame rising inflation. While the outcome of the MPC meeting will be disclosed by the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, the decision to either tighten, loose or hold will set the pace for crucial economic decisions until the next MPC. Anyways, to speak more on the development, Sopitan, who is a business and financial consultant, joins me on the news now. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me start by asking, at the last MPC meeting, the monetary policy rate, which measures interest rate, was raised from 13 to 14% to tame rising inflation. How would you rate that decision now, especially as the inflation rate has risen from 20.52% in August?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. So basically, at least for me and for some conservative analysts, I'm not very sure that in our situation in Nigeria that raising the MPR rate does much to tame inflation, primarily because a lot of the factors that drive inflation in Nigeria have to do with the cost push element rather than the money supply issue per se. So yes, you can increase your monetary policy rate, and that will have some impact on inflation because, of course, it will constrain availability of funds in the banking industry, and the rest of the argument with regards to liquidity, which is supposed to drive inflation down. But as we have seen, monetary policy rate was increased significantly, 100 basis points, and here we are. 2 months down the line, we've had two successive months of increasing inflation in spite of that. Of course, some people will tell you that there's a lagging effect to some of these policy pronouncements, and therefore the impact of increasing the monetary policy rate by the CBN 2 months ago may not be seen until another couple of months down the line. But I think that more needs to be done beyond just increasing the monetary policy rate.
Okay, now, so what would you expect the committee, what would you think will be the result of the committee meeting between today and tomorrow?
If you look at the various indicators, especially given the fact that we've recorded successive quarters of GDP growth that are above 3%. We recorded 3.52, I think it was, for Q2 2022. This may encourage the MPC that there's still a bit of a window to play in terms of the trade-off between taming inflation and not stifling growth. So I suspect that based on just that argument alone, we may see them further nudging NPR up slightly. So maybe a 50 basis point increase to 14.5 is probably what we'll see.
Right, Sopitan, business consultant, thank you so much for your time and your contributions on the news.